here, and I've had a 2-week break, I guess, from live videos, and a 2-week break from a lot of stuff, I guess, of reality too. But I've had a lot of you ask me about my Run Disney experience, and I figured it would be as good of a time as now to come on and say hello and to tell you all about my experience. And whenever you hop on, please say hello. I would love to talk to you and chat with you. Hey, Kristen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share it in my 2 groups. Actually, I have 2 groups, and that'll give me a second to kind of tell you a little bit about these groups before I get into what I was going to talk about. And of course, my internet is going really slow, so hang on 1 second. But yes, I have 2 groups. One of them is called Disney Express Lane. It is a group for my WaltExpress.com readers, which is a Disney blog. Thank you for all the likes and the hearts. I've got a lot of friends that love our website. I actually love it too. So, and then I also have a another group called Be More Than Just a Mom, and it is a group for my AmandaMiddleton.me readers and peeps. So if you are interested in being a part of either one of those groups, please let me know. I will also put it the links in the comments. Okay, so it's finally coming up, and of course it's taking forever. But I would love for y'all to be a part of both of these groups. Disney Express Lane is definitely somewhere that you can go and ask questions. And of course, Being More Than Just a Mom is a group that, you know, it's just that we go and we encourage each other, and it's being more than just a mom. I mean, we like to empower, encourage, talk about all kinds of stuff. Okay, so anyway, as you know, if you saw on my Facebook feed, which I'm sure you did, all the excitement that I had over Run Disney, and y'all, it was a very awesome experience. Whether you are a Disney fan or whether you're not, I mean, it was an experience. It wasn't just a run. It was a complete experience. And let me just tell you, I am not a traditional runner. Actually, I have a blogger who blogs for me about Run Disney on WaltExpress.com, and actually Kristen is on here. Hey, Kristen. And she is amazing. She runs all of these, and she was actually, you know, kind of coaching me through some of this. And she probably laughed at a lot of stuff that I did and a lot of stuff that I didn't do, but I'm not a traditional runner. So let me just make that loud and clear before I even start this. I have been in the fitness industry for almost 20 years, but not to the extent of running. So this was a new experience for me. It was definitely on a bucket list of mine. And whenever your dad comes to you and says, hey, will you do the half marathon at Disney with me? You say yes. I mean, you just do, because if your dad wants to do it, dude, you have to do it. So we gathered up everybody. I would never laugh at you. Yeah, you would. But no, seriously, she was awesome through the whole thing. She was amazing. Please check out her blogs on WaltExpress.com because she knows her stuff. And Kristen Holt says, not this Kristen, just in case any of my friends are thinking, that girl does not run. So Kristen Holt does not run. Kristen... Just to make it loud and clear, Kristen Holtz does not run, people. No, seriously. But so we packed up the whole clan, which all of you know that my job takes me to Disney a lot, which I know it's a tough job, right? It's horrible, but somebody's got to do it. So of course, this was a absolute wonderful experience for my blog, for one thing, and for myself, being a fitness guru that I am, And of course, I wanted to knock it off my bucket list, and it was also amazing to do with my dad. I mean, it was something that we could share together. It was a first for both of us. It was just a really great experience. So we packed up everybody. We packed up the kids and mom and dad. We went down there, and I have to say, we started out with the 5K because my daughter wanted to, she's 8 now, and she did the 5K with us. And that was a great experience. And then that was on Friday. And then on Sunday, we did the half marathon. So the whole weekend we were pretty busy, which is good. I have to say, for her, I would really like for her maybe to do like a little blog or something on waltexpress.com. So she had the best experience, and she had so much fun doing it. One, because she got to do it with her pop and her mom. And 2, because it was instilling healthy habits into her, which is amazing. And 3, because it was at Disney World. So she was just beside herself. You know, there are always downfalls to certain things. And I do think that the 5K, oh my gosh, it was really crowded, y'all. Seriously. We heard the count was like 50,000 participants in the 5K. There were 20,000 on the 10K. And then, of course, you know, lower for the half marathon, which was 10. So if you're going there for any of these races to make an awesome time, it probably more than likely is not going to happen, just because you're trying to dart through people all the time. And it's a lot of people. So 50,000 people on the course for the 5K was a lot, but seriously, the experience was great. We ran through Epcot, of course, and the course, you know, wasn't as long, of course, as the half marathon, but it was just enough for her. We did have, you know, there were long lines to meet characters on the way for the 5K, so she's not into really seeing the characters anyway, so we did not stop, just 1, because of that, and 2, because, I mean, those lines were pretty long. We're talking like, I mean, really long. We're talking like past summertime, you know, busy at Disney World, long character lines. So, you know, we just weren't into that. But overall, amazing experience. Of course, that kind of got us revved up and got us a little bit prepared for what to do on Sunday, because, you know, they do have buses that run back and forth between the resorts, and they're not the regular buses that run for Disney World. If you go to Disney World frequently, you do know that you can get transportation back and forth, but these are different buses. They are Run Disney buses, and you have to catch them by a certain time in the morning. And then after you catch them, they take you to your corral and they take you to where you need to go. And there's a lot of hurry up and waiting type stuff. So it was a lot of, you know, waiting around. If you are not a morning person, dude, I mean, Run Disney's not for you. I am not a morning person. So that was a little, it was hard. We're talking like 3:30 in the morning to get up some mornings, you know, maybe even earlier, depending on how long it takes you to get ready or how long it takes you to get prepared and stretched out or whatever you got to do. So, actually, you have to kind of know my daughter's personality too, but she's kind of funny. Whenever I woke her up on Friday morning and said it's time to go, she looked at me and she said, "Oh, dear Lord." Like, are you kidding me? It's still dark outside. But once we got there, you know, as we're waiting and before we get to the corral and everything, there are places where you can get a drink or, you know, a little bit of a snack. There's also a place where you can meet, you know, characters, which we did the dark side. So it was all Star Wars characters. So that was pretty amazing. as far as the 5K goes, I would definitely do it again with my kids, but it was a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. So you're talking like 50,000 people. It's a lot of people. Of course, you know, we had a break on Saturday. I have to say I was a little bit nervous just because I had had some issues with my foot before I came, and so I had to nurse it a little bit. But come Sunday morning, again, a lot of hurry up waiting, you know, and it was, yeah, it's pretty intense in the morning because you're starting at 5:30 in the morning. So you kind of got to get ready, get mentally and physically prepared. And that's kind of hard to do before 5:30 in the morning, but you do it. As far as the crowds go on the actual course for the half marathon, it was pretty intense, y'all. I mean, there's a lot of people, 10,000 people. That's a lot of people. So if you're going to get to a certain time and you want to do it before a certain time and you're trying to beat your best time, that's probably not the place to do it because there are so many people. I mean, Run Disney is not just, it's not just a run. It's an experience, and people come from all over to do this experience, and they do it the right way. I mean, we all know that I'm a Disney lover, and the reason why I do love Disney so much is they are definitely about quality and not so much about quantity. So, well, I say that, and then, you know, I just told you that they had 50,000 people in 5K, but you know what I mean. They're really, they really make sure that you have an experience with anything and everything that you do, and it's really, it goes down to Run Disney too. So, you know, especially if you want to make a good time, it's probably not the time to do it. But it's definitely fun. So as far as the characters go, a lot of people have asked me about the characters on the course, and that was really cool. There wasn't characters at every single picture stop. They had different pick stops and stuff. And of course, if you know anything about Disney, it will go on your Magic Band. The first couple of character spots were forever long lines, so we did not stop. But as you go on to the course, it does get less and less because people are kind of spreading out a little bit more, you know, too. Also, at the beginning of each, you know, race, you were in different corrals, so each person has a different start time. So that kind of spreads you out too. Also bathrooms. People have been asking me about bathrooms. There was not a local, you know, there was not, I mean, I would say that there was a bathroom break at probably every mile. There was also water break at every mile. So they make sure that you stay hydrated and you can go to the potty if you need to. As far as the lines go with the potty, yeah, the porta potties are pretty long. I opted to go into the bathrooms whenever we went into the actual parks. The rest of the time, if you're not in a park, you're behind a park or you're in between a park, you know. So actually, I didn't even know that we were coming into Animal Kingdom until I smelled it. If you've ever been to Animal Kingdom, you know it's full of animals, so you're going to smell it first. But anyway, I didn't know that we were coming in there until I actually was up on it and I could smell it. So a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It was really, that was cool to see. Let's see, a highlight of mine probably, and one story that I tell everybody whenever they ask me about it, is probably at the 10-mile mark. That was whenever my legs got really heavy and I got really tired. And some of you followed me live between, like, I think 10 miles and 13, which I was so mad I lost that video, of course. I pressed something wrong, of course. But anyway, if you followed me, you know, I was pretty tired, but I was booking it. I knew that if I slowed down with the crowd, I was not going to make it. So I just kept going. And that was whenever the crowd got a little hard because you're weaving in and out of people. But I knew if I stopped, I would not start again, or if I slowed down, I wouldn't get going any faster. So, you know, I mean, the whole experience, y'all, I was looking at y'all's comments. I can't see any of them right now. The whole experience was absolutely amazing. If you are a Disney lover and you just want to go and do something like this and you want to knock one off your bucket list, I mean, Run Disney, it's a no-brainer to me. So I'm so glad that I did that. Even if your kids love Disney and you just want to knock one off your bucket list, and you're not really the biggest Disney lover, I mean, still, I think it's a great experience because first of all, you get a vacation for your kids, for one thing, and second of all, Disney makes it into an experience, not just a run. So it's definitely good for a first timer like me. I mean, it's also good for the runner. I mean, like I said, Kristen is a runner. She loves doing these Run Disney. She also does others as well. So it's definitely, I think it's a no-brainer. I absolutely loved it. And we'll do it again. The next question that a lot of people have been asking me is, when's your next one? I don't know, because I will tell you this. I loved it and I love the experience, but I also like my other fitness routines. So I was so glad to get back into my normal fitness routine whenever I got back. I will do it again. I definitely will do it again, but I will not do it anywhere else except for Disney. I'm not the biggest runner, like I said. And if I do it again, it'll definitely be at Disney. So it was the most amazing experience. It really was. We had a great time. It was even amazing for the kids too. Like I said, my daughter did the 5K. She loved it. Not only that, my boys were there. They were able to cheer us on whenever we came across the finish line. It was just, as many times as we go to Disney throughout the year because of my job, it was a new experience for them to experience as well as me. So it was definitely so worth it. And for your kids to see your healthy habits. And, you know, in my case, for my kids to see their pop and their mom run that together was definitely an amazing memory. And Disney added to that amazing memory. So it was definitely, yeah, for some reason I cannot see y'all's comments, so I'm about to get on my computer and see if I can see them. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we had a great time. And if any of you are thinking about doing any kind of Run Disney, like I said, look Kristen up on waltzexpress.com. She's got a lot of great tips. We've also got a lot more stuff coming up on waltzexpress.com about Run Disney, so stay tuned. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, let me see. I don't think, for some reason, okay. I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to see them or see anything here. But thank y'all so much for joining in. And hopefully after I close down, I can see your comments. So if you're catching the replay, make sure, oh, I see. They're all like popping up all at one time now. I was so jealous. I saw a video where they have lightsaber-like effects and Ewok noises. It was, yeah, you know, that was one thing that I was going to say was even like, yeah, that was kind of at the beginning of the course, and it looked like, you know, they were fighting because it was still dark, and so they had like a lightsaber fight, and you could hear the Ewoks in the background. It was really cool. And then, you know, even on the course, whenever it gets a little bit boring, you know, especially being on the road, you know, because there was a pretty long stretch. It was probably about 3 miles or so where we were on the road and we weren't in, you know, even behind a park or even in a park. You could you actually felt like you got a little bit of excitement because you could hear that stuff. And then there would be big, jumbotrons with the actual movie going on. So you could see it from like a mile back, and you could actually hear it and kind of watch it as you were going. So it was really cool. They definitely thought of everything, even down to when it gets a little bit boring there, especially on the road. That was pretty boring. I mean, at the beginning, you're in behind Animal Kingdom, and then you go through Animal Kingdom, and then you go behind Animal Kingdom again. You go behind like probably some kind of sewer pond because it kind of stunk a little bit there for a minute. But anyway, and then that's not the glamorous part of it, but truth. And then you go on the road, and from there you go into Hollywood Studios, out Hollywood Studios, go through the Boardwalk Resort, which was cool. And then you go in the back way to Epcot. You end, in the parking lot of Epcot. So that was, of course, that last 3 miles, that last leg of it was really cool because you were going from Hollywood to Boardwalk to Epcot. Every course is not the same. So the dark side was a little bit different than probably what you will experience, at the Princess or whatever. So anyway, but yeah, it was really, really cool. All the effects and all the noises, like I said, it was an experience, and they thought of everything. So thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for all the love too, because while we were gone, y'all sent all kinds of love and told us good luck and all of that. And of course, whenever I got back, I got sick. And y'all have sent love since then, and I really do appreciate it. It feels good to be able to tell y'all about all of this, because I've had so many of you message me and go, what's going on? Tell me about it. I mean, tell me what's going on. It was amazing. It was a really good experience. So I highly recommend it. Maybe next time we can meet together at a half marathon. Let me know if you're going to do one, and maybe I will see you there at Run Disney. And until next time, like I said, you can join Disney Express Lane. I will put the link at the bottom, and I will let you know, how, and of course you can go to that link, and then you can hop on over to Disney Express Lane. We share, like I said, articles from WaltzExpress.com, as well as Disney news and all that kind of stuff. And also, you're more than welcome to join Be More Than Just a Mom, and that is for all women. It is encouraging and empowering for all women to get healthy, holistic living tips, all that kind of fun stuff. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Yes, I feel so much better today. It was like yesterday I felt a little bit better, but today 10 times better. So it's amazing what rest can do for you. It's awesome. So thank y'all for being here. If you know of anybody that wants to maybe do Run Disney, share this video with them. And until then, I will see you at WaltzExpress.com or AmandaMiddleton.me. See you then.